with us to discuss is the co-chairwoman of the Republican National Committee, Lara Trump. Thank you for being with us. The narrative coming out of the Trump campaign is that your father-in-law is easy and breezy about this contest with little structured preparation. Is that just spin, or is overconfidence a problem here?
Well, I don't think anyone's overly confident. I think Donald Trump takes everything seriously. He takes seriously going to actually campaign around the country to earn people's vote. And I think he's taking this debate on Tuesday very seriously. Chris, look back at June 27th. It took one debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden to completely eliminate Joe Biden from this race. So I think what you're going to see on Tuesday is very clearly you're going to have one person with Donald Trump who has done the job of president of the United States and done it successfully, versus Kamala Harris, who, on the other hand, has been vice president for nearly 4 years. And look where we are in this country. And so I think whenever Donald Trump is preparing, he doesn't have to prepare in the same way Kamala does. Look, this is a man who the proof is in the pudding with, but with Kamala Harris, she certainly has not been pressed on very much of anything. Whenever you listen to her at her economic speech, talk about things like price fixing, every expert agrees that would be a disaster for America. Why is it she hasn't done the things she's promising to do already as vice president? She has an opportunity right now to do that. And so Donald Trump prepares by doing town halls. You saw last week there was a debate originally scheduled between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. He ended up doing a town hall. He does interviews. He does press conferences. Donald Trump is out there constantly taking questions, fielding questions, and that is how he prepares for this debate on Tuesday.
So one of the ways that the former president won that debate with Joe Biden was that Joe Biden beat himself, right? And part of how that happened was that those microphones were muted, right? When Joe Biden was struggling for words, couldn't come up with an answer. As a matter of fact, your father-in-law, one of his best moments in the debate was there was an awkward silence as Biden trailed off. And Mr. Trump said, I didn't even understand what he was trying to say. But this time, the Harris campaign said, let's open those mics back up. Let's have the hot mics. Let's go. But the Trump team refused and didn't want that. Why didn't they want hot mics?
Well, if you recall, Chris, there were a whole host of stipulations put in place for that first debate. And the Democrats said, look, these are the rules we want Donald Trump to abide by for the debates versus Joe Biden. They gave us a whole list of things, and Donald Trump said, yeah, I'll accept whatever it is. You guys can kind of play things however it is you think best to help your candidate. I'm willing to show up and take those rules. Now that it's Kamala Harris, they want to change those. And I think Donald Trump's point and our team's point is we already agreed to a whole set of rules. We also agreed to several debates. So far, we've only heard from Kamala Harris that she'll do one. I'll go ahead and reiterate, Donald Trump wants more than one. He thinks the American people deserve to see both of these candidates as often as possible, answering as many questions as possible. And I think the decision that was ultimately reached is that if there's crosstalk, they're going to open the mics back up so everybody has an opportunity to be heard. But we are just simply following the rules that were put in place the first time with, I'll remind everyone, the first candidate the Democrats had with Joe Biden. We just said, yes, we agree to those, and we think those should be honored going forward.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.